Hi, welcome to Regular Magazine. I'm Jason, and in this video, we're going to look at the new Crazy boxes from Mantic. So, I ordered two boxes. I ordered one of the Mantic Crazy box, and then I also ordered a standard board game Crazy box. So it arrived in one big box. Fortunately, I had a quick look inside, and they are separated. So what we'll do is I'll look at the board game one first, and then we'll go over to look at what I got in the Mantic box. So like I said, it came in two parts. This is the Mantic Crazy box, which we'll get to in a minute. So firstly, we'll look at see what I got in the board game one. Now, just bend down here and get this box up so I can get out quickly. So the first item that came in was the Fraggle Rock card game. Now, it's not something I would buy personally because I didn't grow up watching Fraggle Rock. I think I was a bit too old when it first came out. I think you can play a number of different games with this card pack, one of which is Snap. So, if you've got young kids, this is quite a good game. It's by River Horse, and I know that it normally retails at £15, but recently they did have it on sale for £7.50. So that's the first item. Like I said, it's not something I would personally go out and buy. So the next one I got was the Invincibles dice game. Now, again, this is probably not something I would look to pick up myself normally, but it does kind of look quite interesting. It's an exciting it's a push your luck dice game set in the comic pages of Invincible. So it's got that sort of comic book sort of theme to it. You get a number of dice and cards. I'm not opening it yet to have a look inside, simply because I'm not sure whether I'm going to keep it. And if I'm going to keep it, I will do an unboxing of it so we can look closely at the dice and the cards and everything that's in there. Again, this retails at around £20. So the mystery board game box, I think, was about 50 quid. So far, of two items, if I go at the sale price, that's £27.50. So that's half of the value of what you pay for already in just two of the smaller items. Now, the next big game is the Umbrella Academy. It's board game, miniature-based board game. I'm not too familiar with the Umbrella Academy. It does look quite an interesting game, and it's definitely one I'm going to keep and have a play out. I would kind of do like to want the idea of painting those miniatures as well that you get in there. It's currently on sale as part of the big sort of board game deal and stuff. Deals they've got on at the moment. That's down from £50 to £25. So if I go with it's the £25 price mark, because this is what you can buy it for at the moment on Mantic if you wanted to buy it singularly. That puts these three items already at just over the value of what you pay for the mystery box. So I'm quite impressed with that. It's not something I would have probably picked up because I don't really know a lot about Umbrella Academy, but having read up about it, and watched a couple of videos online about it, does look like an interesting game. Now, the one item that I got that I did want myself, and I have been meaning to pick it up for some time, is the Elaborate board game by River Horse Games. Now, this retails at 50 quid. So if you went at that, everything I've shown prior to this is basically free. This is your price of the mystery box, this item here, and everything else has been basically extra. One of the things I do like about this game are the miniatures. Again, I would like to paint some miniatures, and I'd like to get some of the extras that you can buy, some of the extra miniatures for this game. now that I've got it. It's one of those games that when it came out, I kept saying I'd go and get it. I watched the sort of original David Bowie Labyrinth film, and I quite liked it. And I just never got around to picking it up. It was one of those things I kept saying, yeah, I'm going to get that, and then never got around to it. And then, lo and behold, I get it in the mystery box. So I'm quite happy about that. So my overall opinion on the board game mystery box, it's been, it's pretty good value. I mean, you're definitely getting over £100 worth here in board game from there. I mean, I got two big board games, which, that there is £75 worth. And then you add the other two on there, and that takes it over to £100. I mean, if you're into Fraggle Rock, it's nice. It's a great little game. Invincibles looks like it might be an interesting game. It's not really a theme that I normally gravitate towards, is superheroes. The Umbrella Academy kind of looks like it might appeal to me because it's not American superhero, all American guy type of superhero type of thing. It's more that sort of in towards sort of 2000 AD vein of dystopia, sort of off the wall sort of superheroes that I kind of like. And I grew up reading 2018 comics like that, whereas like my brother gravitated towards Marvel and DC. I was never interested in Marvel and DC. So, yeah, I would prefer the Umbrella Academy to Invincibles. But what you see, I might keep Invincibles yet. Anyway, let's crack on and have a look at the actual Mantic mystery box. So, I'll just quickly put this under the camera so you can see. It's quite a round box. There's a lot in there. Now, I'm not 100% familiar with Mantic stuff. I don't play a huge amount of Mantic games. But I believe these are Basileans on the plastic sprue. I'm not going to take them out of the packet just yet. But that's not a bad little first set, five infantry. I could use them as like a town guard in various games. So that's not bad. Let's see what we got here. We have, I believe those are ogres of some description. Let's see if I can quickly have a quick look. So yeah, so they're the ogres. So that's a unit of, or half a unit of ogres. Some more ogres. And you can see from the top of the box, there's 1, 4, 5. Beginning to think I have the starts of an ogre army, by the look of it. I think, looking at this, having seen what I looked on the, I think this might be a good start of an ogre army. If not, the ogre army, starter army, bar, by the look of it, a commander figure. If that's true, I know that the starter army retails at about £80. Single figures are about £12.50, between £12 to £15. So just on these here, I think I've got about, let's just see, 80, about £60 worth of ogre. Which is, that's all. I mean, that alone covers the box. So yeah, so far I'm quite impressed. So we got another pack of figures. These look like to be from one of the scare fantasy games, Dungeon Saga games. They all look like individual heroes. So I can make use of those quite easily. Or I like him. He's quite nice. So they'll make good fantasy minis, maybe alternative figures for Hero Quest or something. I think we got another pack of heroes. I'm not sure if it's exactly the same. It is. So a duplicate. So I got 2 sets of these. So not sure whether I'll keep 2 sets, to be honest, of the same miniatures when they're character models. If they were playing infantry, that would be different. There's a few mold lines I've noticed on them. Yeah, they should clean up fairly easily. Already, it's a good start. What do we have here? Terrain. It looks like graveyard. Graveyard terrain. Well, that'll come in handy. Make a small little graveyard. Scatter train. Some more scatter train, some barrels. What looks like a chest. That'll get used for definite. Again, another pack of the same. More barrels. I quite like to put things like this on when I'm playing Hero Quest to make it a lot more 3D. Some more scatter terrain. Looks like modern. Barrels. Boxes. I think I got this last year as part of the scatter terrain crazy box. But either way, more scatter terrain is always good. I like to have a table full. Some small bits. I'm not sure what. I think these are just sort of like accessory bits you can put on terrain or onto bases for miniatures. So, spiders, some webs. I'm going to say that's a crow, that bird. Quite nice. Not quite sure what that swirly thing is. And what's this? That looks like. I was going to say witches stuff. There's a bat underneath. So, base and scenery accessories. More terrain, scatter pieces. This looks like interior stuff. Oops, something flew off. Piano. And then some chairs. Grandfather clock. And sort of little clocks and bits and pieces. To add a bit more interest, I'm guessing that's the stool for the piano. So there's some interior scatter. Interior scatter is always interesting. Some more of those based tutorial accessories. Oh, this looks interesting. Some scatter. Looks like church stuff like that. Altars. Ooh. To make an interesting water fountain. That'll work with pretty much anything. That'll work with bolt action, I reckon. It's a nice piece. And then some little bits and pieces, extras for it. I need a church now. So I might have to use this interior stuff. What we got here? Looks like some chaos base, man. Look at something. Oh, I'm guessing he's supposed to come out of the ground. Like a devil type creature. Interesting. Stargate portal. Or a portal. That's quite nice. Use that in a variety of different scenarios. In fact, Dungeon Bowl, I think they use portals. Jump from one side of the dungeon to the other. That's definitely going to get used. Some more church interior scatter. Now it looks like I'm buying a church at some point this year. Again, looks like more church-based stuff. I think Mantic are trying to tell me I need to buy a church. More of those based on terrain accessories. Another packet of those. About 4 so far. Got one of those actually in the terrain crate. So another one would be quite cool. Quite good for post-apocalyptic scenarios and war games. More barrels. They're always useful for scatter. Some more interior scatter. It looks like shop-based stuff. Looks like it looks like stuff for like a grocers. Our vegetable. Looks very sort of World War II-ish. So, boat action, I guess. Ooh, another portal. That's quite good because that means now I can have, if I'm playing Dungeon Bowl, I can have 2. Bounce from one side to the dungeon to the other. It's not bad. More of that terrain accessories piece. Base accessories. So that's 5 of those. What have we got here? Looks like some sort of winged creature. Not too sure. We'll have to check on the Mantic website for that. That's a miniature. More scatter. Well, this looks like dungeon scatter. Yes. Yep. Nice dungeon scatter. Oh, I need to be straightened out a bit. Some really nice pieces there. Oh, definitely going to be making my Hero Quest games a lot more 3D based with this. Okay, we've got some more terrain. This looks like more church stuff. I think it's the same as one I pulled out before, so that's 2 lots of that. More of this terrain accessories. One of the things I noticed is a spider. I might be able to make a base of spiders as a monster encounter. Another one. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 packs of that. What have we got here? Oh, it looks like ghouls from Dead Zone or something like that. Sci-fi miniatures, I can use those. Some more here again. Definitely make use of those. Ooh, that looks like a Dreadpool character. Think he might actually work well with my Dreadpool team as star player. So that's going to work well. Nice. We've got some more. Looks like more of those ghoul type creatures from Dead Zone. more scatter. This looks like the modern stuff. Got this last year as part of Brain Trade. Quite nice. Works really well for post-apocalyptic stuff. Sort of Walking Dead. That's quite nice stuff. I have to say this is pretty packed with bits and pieces. A good mixture of scatter terrain and miniatures. And what else we got here? More barrels. I think that's 3 or 4 packs of those. Another one of those chaos square pieces. That's going to need to be put in water and straightened. It's a bit bent by the look of it. Yeah, that's quite warped. That's really warped. It's going to take some, drop it in some hot water and straighten it. We're good to go. Now another one of those of the star player, Dreadball guy. Sort of 2 of those. I think what's that? That could be another Dreadball game figure. I'd have to check. I'm feeling it's another Dreadball figure. Yeah, it looks very much like a Dreadball figure, that. Not sure if I've got a team I can use that in. Oh, this looks like more ghouls. What have we got in here? It's not just the normal ghouls, I don't think. So what's this? I'm not sure, are they rats or some sort of creatures? Interesting. There's bits and pieces. So you got some figures. I'm not sure if they're all ghouls. That looks like a mortar of some description. I think one of them's broken, like this dark guy here. Or maybe not, just glue him in. And then there's these creatures. I'm quite sure. Yeah, so that looks. Right. So we've got nice little pack there. And some more of the, what's that, the ghouls again. So, yeah, so basically, it's not a bad little setup. Oh, one more. Another pack of these. So that's 7 of those. So I definitely think I can make a spider base for an encounter. So, let's give my thoughts. So the Mantic box was, like I said, it's pretty packed, and there's a good assortment of stuff there. So there was pretty much what looks like to be close to a starter army for Kings of War, and there was plenty of scatter, a mixture of sort of fantasy, modern stuff that could probably also be used in sci-fi games. Then there was the Dead Zone stuff, bits and pieces. I don't think there's enough there for a start running more of a unit or something, but I don't play Dead Zone, but I can use it in other games, other sci-fi games that I play. I play miniature agnostic ones, so I can always fit those in as some kind of enemy in a game. Then there was a few Dreadball stuff. So, fortunately, the two star player guys will fit within my Dreadpool team. And then there was actually with scatter, train scatter. And you can never have too much train scatter. I mean, the more you have, the better, because you can use, you're not using the same bits and pieces all the time every time you play a game. You've got a good choice of mixing your tables up and making them different. Even if you can't be able to change the buildings that much, if you've got plenty of scatter about, they can make each time you play different, because you've got that choice of range of scatter, because you've got a plethora of it. That's really good. You don't need to have like boxes and boxes and boxes of buildings, because you can make your tables look different just through the use of the scatter. So that's always good, getting plenty of scatter. So overall, I think both boxes are pretty, you're getting way more than what you pay for. Now, as course with any type of blind box, you run the risk you're going to get stuff you don't want, can't use, and then it becomes a waste of money for you. Personally, the board game ones was really not good. I really like the board games. I got one more game that I was really planning on picking up myself anyway. Scatter Trade. I hadn't thought, well, I kind of been toying with the idea of Kings of War, but I haven't sort of dipped my toe in it. I've got the rule book, but that's about as far as I got. So getting what looks like a good starter point for me for ogres, and I just maybe need to buy one or two items, and I've got a small starter army, which is quite good. Get plenty more scatter. Like I said before, you can never have too much scatter. And then there's the dead zone stuff, which I can make use of in sci-fi games. So overall, yeah, even the Mantic box was pretty good value. I pretty much worked well for me. I got most of the stuff I got, apart from a couple of items that I may get rid of. It's been pretty good value and pretty good. I've got mostly stuff I want and will use. There's a couple of duplicates in the Mantic box I will probably get rid of or give away or sell something. There's two games. The Fraggle Rock I'm definitely not going to keep. Invincibles I may keep, I'm undecided. But otherwise, two big board games I'm definitely keeping. Really great value. Overall I'm pretty pleased with what I got. But like I said, it's a blind box, and you always run the risk that you won't get anything you want, or you only get a bit of what is in there that you find useful. It's always the risk you take when you buy one of these mystery boxes, regardless of who you buy it from. I've been fortunate. The last two mystery boxes, Mantic and Warlords, I've done pretty well out of them. But are they worth buying? I think yes. But remember, it's a risk, because you've no idea what you're getting. You may get lucky like I did and get lots of stuff you can use. You may get unlucky and get a box of what you would consider junk. Anyway, that's all for this week. I did say in my channel update for this year, I was going to do unboxings midweek, but I've just come back from a big trip abroad. So I'm going to do another video later in the week to talk about. So this was easier for me to do and get out for Sunday than the other video, which I'm going to do midweek rather. So normal conditions, the video is going to come out midweek, would normally come out on a Sunday, and this would have come out midweek. So don't forget to like and subscribe, and I shall see you next time. Cheers.